What should the role of the military be? Hello students, teachers, and honorable judges. Unmanned aerial vehicles are changing warfare as we know it. These UAVs, which have no pilot on board, are known as drones, and their flight is controlled by remote controls or computers. The navigator can be far away on the ground or in another vehicle. There are many shapes, sizes, and characteristics of drones. They are mainly used for military purposes, but some are used for firefighting, security, and surveillance. Unlike jet pilots, controllers are not in danger. Not having a pilot allows for a larger payload, greater range, and better maneuverability. The British are developing unmanned combat air vehicles called the Tyrannis. The Tyrannis demonstrator will be one of the largest UAVs. It will be stealthy, fast, and be able to deploy a range of weapons over a number of targets. It will also be able to defend itself against manned and other unmanned enemy aircrafts. Its first flight was planned for this year. Tyrannis will have full autonomy, therefore it will be able to think for itself for most of its missions. Tyrannis will be one of the most advanced unmanned combat air vehicles available. The United States is using unmanned combat air vehicles also. The name for the joint U.S. Navy Air Force Unmanned Combat Air Vehicle project was JUCAS. In 2006, the JUCAS program was terminated due to the launching of a new long-range strategic bomber. In 2011, there was an article in the New York Times that said the Pentagon must accelerate efforts to make American forces in Asia less vulnerable to Chinese missile threats. The first step was to cut back on purchases on Navy's destroyers. A bigger step would be to use the unmanned UCAS launched from aircraft carrier way out in the sea. The United States is shifting from using jets to using unmanned drones. I think this is a great idea because less pilots will lose their lives. The Israeli Air Force has also adapted their own drone, equipping it with 2 Hellfire missiles. According to Israel, their assault UAV has an extensive service in Gaza Strip and was used intensively in the Second Lebanon War. Israel is using unmanned aircraft to attack. Israel also has interceptor rockets for defense. In recent Palestinian attacks, over 90% of rockets were shot down before reaching their targets. This new interceptor technology is changing the world. 13 countries now have armed drones and are moving forward with their military arms program. This technology will save many lives of pilots. It raises questions such as when a drone drops a bomb, who did it? How will people deal with the stress of armed drones constantly flying over their heads? These military programs cost billions of dollars. Shouldn't that money be spent on solving world problems like poverty, hunger, or AIDS? As a young person, I want to live in a peaceful world. I think that instead of spending billions on new weapons, we should try to solve the world's problems. Thank you for listening to my speech.